with strangers.
I'm gonna guess you didn't leave the door open.
No, I did not, because this is my parents' bakery. I try to keep it nice. So, I'm going to do I have stuff? I'm going to pull out my harp and walk in.
That's a weird statement.
All right, well.
That's a t-shirt.
So, yeah, Callum, you watch as the halfling pulls out a harp and walks into the bakery.
Well, I'm gonna pull out a sword and follow.
I'm going to pull out
crayons.
I will also cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay. So you're trying to go in and not be noticed?
Yeah, I'm moving quietly. I don't know. I mean, she pulled out an instrument, so I don't know about Aelin.
All right. Callum, go ahead and make a stealth roll and add 10 to it.
It will affect the whole party because you're all close enough to me.
Wait, and the walls of the bakery fell down.
21.
Is that with the 10?
That's with the 10.
Oh.
21.
Bad
so
roll.
Anybody who's rolling stealth, add 10 to it for the pass without trace.
I might as well.
Panda disappears entirely and shows up in somebody else's game. That's how stealthed he is.
I got 21 as well.
All right. So yeah, a lot of y'all are getting all snaky with it.
I'm outside. Orbog does not care to go in the bakery.
All right. So when y'all
gluten intolerance.
We're about the goofs and not the story tonight, kids. All right. So when y'all make it into the bakery, Aelin, you notice that there are holes in the wall, like someone's been peeling parts of the wall off.
What?
And every door and cabinet is wide open.
What in the blue blazes has been going on in here?
I'm going to use perception to see if I can detect if anybody else is in the building with us.
Okay.
Oh, that's the wrong button.
You try to pay attention, but you are just too distracted by the difference from the last time you were here.
Mm-hmm.
My perception's 21.
Oh, you rolled perception as well? Yeah, there's nobody.
I'm
There's
going
nobody.
to search for things. So.
Okay. Well, if you're searching for things, roll an investigation, please. But as
roll
far
by
as
people. Not things, but like if there's people here.
Okay. Yeah, you don't hear anybody. You don't perceive anybody in there. It seems like it to you. It seems like this is something that happened probably about an hour ago.
Everything's tossed around?
Yeah.
Including flour?
Like there's a bag of flour that's cut open and then was like pulled open, like someone was looking inside of it.
Would we have happened to see... Oh, back... Ooh, okay. Would we have happened to see footprints or anything because of that?
Yeah, they're like signs of where people came or went.
Or where they were focusing their attention at?
As far as around the flour, you see like not so much footprints, but like drag marks.
Drag marks? Did they drag something out or drag something in?
Like something dragged through it. So someone was dragging their feet.
Okay.
Oh, I see. It was like there was a body.
But you know when you're
how many zombies are there?
Dragon feet.
You know when you drag your feet, you have to stop and then drag the next foot. None of these feet marks stop. It's just like a constant trail.
Huh? Pardon?
Pardon.
This is
and it's
like you left last time.
No. Remember, we had cleaned it up, or it had been cleaned up.
Can I look at the holes in the walls?
I mean, yeah.
To see if like it appears as though they found something in one of them, or would have like gotten things.
Using your previous perception check, I would say that you don't really notice anything being like anything's been found. There's a lot of holes that are just ripped in there, but it doesn't seem like there's any kind of organization to it, like they were chasing something or anything or anything like that. It doesn't, It
looks more like they were just busting the place up, or that they were.
You can tell from your perception check, you can tell they were looking for something.
Okay. Aelin?
Yes.
Your family happen to hide stuff around in the bakery, do they?
Not to my knowledge, but apparently...
How well do you know your parents?
Apparently not as well as I thought.
Aelin?
Yes.
Oh, where would they hide something They were hiding something.
Honestly, I thought that they hid everything upstairs, not downstairs.
Well,
I will
then,
head upstairs.
All right. The chaos continues upstairs as well.
Is there any sign that they have found up here what they were looking for, or is it still just scattered mess?
Make an investigation check, please.
That's gonna be a 15.
You see mostly a scattered mess, but you also see a piece of paper that has been nailed to the bedroom wall upstairs.
I will look at the paper.
When you look at the paper, you see a bunch of characters that are written on it, and the longer you look at it, the more those characters are swirling around on the paper, but you can't read it.
Oh, that's interesting. I will bring it downstairs. Quick question, Aelin. Once again, I know I keep coming back to this.
That's okay.
Can your friend hear everything we're saying all the time?
Yes. I believe so.
Can your friend see what we're seeing?
Now that I don't know. I've never asked him that. Again, I've only had a conversation with him once.
Aelin?
Yes.
Just a quick reminder, because it's been a bit. There was the time when Wilder came back from the space between spaces, and he had that scrying stone in him, and you could see the eye stalk that nobody else could see.
Yes.
So there's that. And he did say he shows you how things are when you first met him.
That would be part of the first conversation.
That he had with you, correct?
Yeah.
Well, great. Hey, Gareth, you want to just walk over here away from the one with the demon in her head?
I'm actually outside.
Never mind. I'll walk outside. You just stay here with your friend. I will show whoever's outside the note, because I don't trust the demon.
All right, who you showing?
Whoever's outside. Anyone out here read this?
The people outside is Orbog and Gareth, by my count.
Perfect. My
Do
two
we
favorite people in the
recognize-
party.
Yeah.
You guys see the exact same thing that Callum saw. It's some squiggly writing on there, and the longer you look at it, the more that the characters on there start to swirl around on the page.
We don't recognize the writing.
No.
Okay.
What you don't know is that you are secretly suffering from dyslexia.
Callum, what did you find upstairs?
I'm around outside.
I'm right behind Pooh.
I found a piece of paper.
Aha! Oh, it was Damien.
Pooh, can you even read?
I can.
Damien, he left
can
a
I-
note for us once, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that note. The goat man.
The
Yes.
goat man.
The goat man.
He's still around.
Oh, yes.
Is that Wilder, the goat man?
No,
It's
I was
different.
out once.
Presumably,
okay.
unless he's Damien.
He's
Have
the
we
goat
ever-
boy.
Anyway, yeah.
Can I grab the paper from? I'm gonna try to grab the paper from whoever has it right now.
Need not snatch. I will hand it over.
See, it says,
Squiggle.
well, it says that,
I knew you couldn't read.
no, I can read.
Just
read.
give me that, and I snatch it
Can
out
I-
of Pooh's hand.
Could I read it at all?
No, you couldn't
Okay.
at all.
Wilder takes it.
And I attempt to read it.
More of the same.
All right.
This is a
so
fun experiment that we're doing.
Give it back, Wilder.
I snatch it back from Wilder.
What it says is, this is written in an ancient language that
what if we burn it?
Burn her. Sorry. I'm good. Just had to get it out.
I will take it back again.
did you show this to Aelin? She's good at reading things like
I'll walk back
recipes.
inside.
I am sweeping up flour.
Do you happen to read a lot of different languages, Aelin?
Well, not necessarily. Although ever since my friend, I see things more differently than I used to.
Yeah, you should really get that checked out. But can he read this? And I will hand you the note.
Mr. DM, can my nose read this?
She holds it under her nose.
Aelin, so when you grab this note, it still is squiggly lines that swirl around on the page, but it's the weirdest sensation you've ever had because you are literally hearing through your eyes.
Oh, well, that's nice. What am I hearing?
A voice comes off the paper and it says, "My piglet, you've been gone for so long. Come on home, piglet, my one, my pearl. You were with us not that long ago, but then you've got the stowaway. Come home, my conduit, and we will do great things."
So when you guys scored this portion, make sure you put banjos in there.
Yes.
I thought, or a toe jam.
Do you relay that message?
Hang on, I'm trying to determine my response.
I can tell you my response, and it's uncomfy.
Because my
the cemetery is
response is
uncomfortable.
not something that Aelin actually has, so I can't do that.
Fear?
Burn it with fire. That's It's like a spider. You just burn it and it goes away.
I gave fair warning tonight's episode was going to get creepy.
You
I
did. You did. But
Like in
Aelin,
every episode?
true. I'm trying to think.
Don't hurt yourself.
I heard that. Okay. Aelin is going to, for lack of a better thing, drop the note on the ground and beat it with the broom that she's holding. She has nothing else. I'm not casting fireball inside the bakery.
So that's, it was a good note then.
She's just a very aggressive cleaner.
That's very unusual.
It was not pleasant, shall we say.
And then you hear a
Mind
voice,
telling me what
"I
it
told
said?"
you wouldn't want to come."
Callum, you really don't have to rub that in.
What?
That we didn't really want to come here.
I didn't say we didn't want to come here. I wanted to come here.
You did, didn't you? Perhaps I need another cup of coffee. And so
Do
she
you
goes
mind-
to the coffee
no.
pot.
If the note said anything important, given that it was left here for you, so...
It would be nice to know, because, yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure that I am the reason that this has happened. Maybe not the raising people from the dead, but the fact that my parents are gone is my fault.
The note told you that.
It called me a piglet.
What?
That's rude.
I thought so too.
Even for
And
a
you-
Orbog.
And being called a piglet let you know that you were in the one that did this.
I don't remember everything from when I was in the abyss, but I do know that I was in the possession of something.
A pig?
No. But it called me its little piglet.
So you were in the abyss, in
Yes.
possession of another being.
Yes,
so to speak.
apparently. That is what Rahu told me when we had our conversation back before we got rid of Christopher, is that he and I were in slavery to someone and that we escaped. He helped me escape, and his fee for escaping was he was going to stay in my nose.
I see.
Oh,
So-
the slaves are connecting.
I see. I don't understand what exactly that note said that made you beat it with a broom.
I wasn't
But-
able to read it. It verbally said this to me.
The writing verbally spoke to you, huh?
Yeah. This is why it got beaten. And honestly, had I had a match on me, it would have been burnt by now.
I mean, I can light it on fire if you want.
I might actually like that.
I will.
Do we need?
Strike a match with my little tinderbox. Set it on fire.
All right, when you set it on fire, and when it burns with the color of a black light.
Purple?
Ultraviolet.
Yeah, ultraviolet.
Yes. Pardon?
Oh,
It was a terrible film. I liked it.
that was a bad film that I enjoyed.
So, did they come here looking for you then?
I'm assuming so.
and they thought you'd be in the walls.
Now that part doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no, I didn't agree. I agree with that. I don't think it does.
Maybe there's something else here.
Says Pooh as he walks in the door.
Allow me to find it.
Oh Lord.
Oh
We're gonna
boy,
have
this is
to-
gonna be fun.
We're gonna have Detective Pooh instead of Detective Pikachu.
Oh.
Detective Peekapoo. No. So Pooh closes his eyes and he sits down on the floor and he takes a deep breath and he rolls.
Roll for breathing.
Yes. A 8 for investigation
With your eyes closed.
with my eyes closed.
Not getting anything right now. But
As soon as you open your eyes, Pooh,
Yeah.
you see scorch marks where the note had been.
there's scorch marks. The scorches
probably
have
there.
been here.
And I take my fist and I just go right down on the punch the floor there, the floorboards there.
Flour is billowing up.
Yeah, Pooh, they just burned the paper.
I'm just pounding that spot there with my fist.
Now, Aelin, while Pooh hits the floor, sure.
Usually hits the ceiling. I mean, I don't. Never mind.
Do you think that perhaps if this being is here from the abyss, presumably if it's leaving your notes, that maybe it's not you that it's interested in?
Well, it did say something about the traveler, so I assumed that meant Rahu.
So did it sound like it liked you more, or it liked the other one more?
Me.
And you fit in the walls nicely, so that makes sense.
I am a halfling. I am small.
Hmm.
Maybe I should try hiding in the walls from this thing.
Maybe you should try hiding Rahu in the walls.
If I could get him to come out onto a tissue.
Does the floor do anything after I finish punching it?
Cries.
It made a loud noise.
Okay.
Not too loud.
Aelin,
Yes.
you hear wait a minute. Come over here. And you feel your head jerk over in a direction.
Which?
Oh, I don't like that at all.
Left or right?
Kind of back and to the right.
I don't want to go over there.
Everybody hears her say that and watches her head jerk.
I am just invested in this.
Do you have popcorn yet?
Not yet.
Is your little boogery demon guy telling you what to do again?
Apparently he has taken control of my nervous system.
And he wants you to do what now?
That
I
is
don't
nerve-wracking.
know. So, have I stopped yet, Mr.
Yeah.
DM? Or am I just walking?
No, he's not forcing you. He just said, "Come over here," and he jerked your head to point you in a direction.
Oh, okay. So I didn't jerk and walk.
No.
Just, bye.
Has no one else been hearing this voice?
No.
No.
I hear you just fine, Aelin.
What
Does
is the
anybody-
voice saying?
Does anybody have the number of a very good psychiatrist?
Tell me if he says anything when I do this, and I'm going to put a hand on Aelin's head
Number 6.
and cast
Brother
protection
Pan.
from evil and good.
What does that do?
Let me tell you. Probably not anything he'd like. Until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures. Aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. So me. The protection grants several benefits.
How do you cast that then?
I was gonna say, wouldn't you blow yourself up by doing that?
I'm fine, don't worry about it. Creatures of those types have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. The target can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. If the target is already charmed, frightened, or possessed by such a creature, the target has advantage on a new saving throw against the relevant effect.
Okay.
Just to see if he is a fan of that. I don't care what happens to her, so
All
might as
right.
well try it out.
This is taking a turn I wasn't expecting. I'm into it.
Hey, at least she's not trying to cut off my nose.
You know what? She's been the most creative one to force his hands to this point. So when you cast that, you reach your hand out. Are you accepting? Are you a willing creature, Aelin?
Define willing.
Are you going to allow Callum to cast this on you?
I will allow Callum to touch my head.
That's not what I asked.
I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, Callum didn't tell her.
He just
I
is
mean,
over
presumably you could feel the effects of a spell.
You would feel the effects of a spell that's being cast on you.
here. Okay, I would go along with it.
Okay. So all of a sudden you hear a loud shriek in your brain
Oh.
and you feel something large shoot from your nose, and everybody watches a 7-foot creature of the type I just put onto the map.
I don't appreciate you implying that my nose is that big.
Come out of the nose, and it doesn't look very happy.
Aelin, that was in your nose.
I'm just over here snorting. I don't want to make the noise because I'm scared I might actually snort my nose. So,
How long does protection from good and evil last?
Good question. Good question.
Is it near enough that we can attack it?
10 minutes.
oh, he's shiny.
Is it near enough that we can attack it?
I mean, if you want to, he hasn't acted
Are you
aggressively
still outside?
to you.
Or
Well,
did you
no,
guys
but
come in?
she just cast a thing to get evil out of.
It says protection from good and evil.
Could be a celestial. You never know.
No meta,
will-
Steve.
I will say,
I think Gareth would attack.
are you Rahu?
What languages do you speak?
I speak Celestial, Common, Goblin, Halfling, and Elvish because I decided to get rid of Infernal like a dummy.
He says something to you in a raspy whisper that you don't understand.
Perfect.
Does anybody understand it?
I understand it just peachy. He said,
Nobody believes you, Pooh.
he said, "Rrrr," which of course means, hi, how are you doing? Oh, but I do know sign language.
And I stick out my hand in a handshake.
This is our chance to get rid of Pool.
Was anybody standing behind Aelin when this happened?
Behind her?
Yeah.
Nope.
I was on the floor. By
Pooh,
where the note was, I guess.
okay, Pooh, I would like you to make a perception check, please.
Oh, I'm good at that. I have a -1 to that. Whoops. Sorry.
I was
That'd be
next to her, if that counts.
17.
You notice that the mark is back on her neck, and it's glowing and flashing.
Oh, well, hi. Aelin, the mark thing on your neck is back.
The mark?
Yes. Remember the one we drew and it got angry at us?
Why is it back?
I don't know.
How is it back?
Ask that thing.
I mean,
Friend.
Callum just touched you.
I don't think Callum. I think Callum got it out. She didn't put it back in.
I'm keeping my eyes on the 7-foot thing.
It as you can see, it doesn't really have a face, but its general demeanor is like it's pointed at you, like it's analyzing you.
I will also analyze it with Hunter Sense. Let's analyze each other, which allows me to know if it has immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities.
It is immune to necrotic, poison, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical items. It's also immune to being blinded, charmed, exhaustion, frightened, or poisoned. It
So
is resistant to fire and radiant, and it's vulnerable to force damage.
Keep that in mind, Gareth, when you attack it.
Do we know this?
I was about to say, only right now, only Callum knows this.
Can I try to talk to it via sign language using a performance check?
I mean, you're welcome to try.
All right, I'm going to try to communicate via sign language and ask or communicate that we just want to talk. Shoot. Oh yeah, that's going to be great. That's a 5 minus my 2 in performance
Good.
check. So that's a 3.
Oh, just let Gareth attack.
So I kind of walk up there and I go like this.
I'd like
I'm
to
sorry,
ask a few
I
questions.
had my small screen up. I didn't see what you did, Josiah.
Oh,
It's okay, neither did our listeners.
It was just a little of this, and a little of that. Just a little.
It cocks its head to the side like this.
I think it understands me.
I think it thinks you're having a seizure.
Is it just staring back at us, not doing anything else?
No. And then it's going to look at Aelin. It's going to kind of snap its pointed fingers, its long pointy fingers at her to get her attention.
Okay.
Aelin, it might be good if you leave.
And then it's going to walk over to a certain point near the entryway, and he's going to use his fingers to carve an X on the floor, and he's going to point down at the X.
Duh. I think you should punch that. Not duh. Pooh.
You're duh.
Pooh, I think you should punch that.
Aelin, I think you should put some distance between you and the thing that came out of your nose.
Punch it or punch that?
The X.
Oh, right away, sir.
And I walk over and I give it my heartiest poo punch that I can muster. I'll roll for it too if you want me to.
Yeah, go ahead and roll for it.
Oh, that's very nice. This is just gonna be with my fist, I guess. So that would be a 17 plus 6. Math
23.
Yep,
23,
that'll hit.
Yeah, 23 to hit the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And
You're hitting the floor right there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to hit Rahu.
No. What sort of monster do you think I am?
No,
A bugbear.
Well, Rahu has an attack of opportunity, right?
So that's a 6 damage, I guess.
Yeah, you punch the floor and it kind of cracks, and Rahu just kind of hangs his head low and kind of goes like this. He reaches out and grabs you by the shoulders, and he turns you around, and he puts his feet on the back of your knees to try to force you down to about the height of Aelin.
Okay.
Are you gonna let him?
Yeah, I'll let him.
Oh.
And then he turns your head up to look at the walls and the staircase that where all the holes were punched in.
Uh-huh.
And all the holes, when it's lined up at this specific angle, you read the words, "My sweet conduit."
That's a lot of holes. Does anyone know someone named Conduit?
Oh, that's what that thing called me. It called me a conduit. It apparently is fond of nicknames.
It says
You're the conduit.
my sweet conduit. The holes do.
That's you.
It's me?
Not you. Her.
Who? Wilder?
I'm not a girl.
I know, but Callum doesn't know that.
Prove it.
He's very confused.
Being undead is very confusing.
Apparently, to be honest, I'm a little flustered.
You are little.
You're the
nobody-
conduit.
Nobody's guarding their noses through all this.
I've stopped paying attention to Rahu at this point. For the
I have
first
not.
time.
I have not.
Is Rahu still touching me? Like, holding me down? Like,
No.
but I'm still, like, right next to Rahu-ish?
Yeah.
I tried to draw the circle thing around Rahu, since I'm kind of on the ground.
Circle thing?
Next to the symbol that's on Aelin's neck.
It's kind of like the weird looking K.
Yeah, the symbol thing. Yeah.
As soon as you do that, you see the one on Aelin's neck turn black, and the one you drew on the ground turns bright red, and you feel a rumble.
What the crap?
Uh-oh.
Oh, and I forgot, because this is what happened last time. Aelin, you go catatonic.
Oh, yay.
Pan's just like, what's happening?
Does she fall to the floor, or is she just standing
She sure does.
dazed?
I
No.
catch
Okay.
her.
Do I take
'Cause I'm
damage?
standing there, confused.
thank you.
Callum just said that he catches you.
This is what friends are actually for.
No.
I turn to Rahu,
cut.
and I say,
All right, buddy.
Rahu reaches down and runs his claw across the symbol on the floor. It stops flashing. I mean, it stops glowing, and then in the symbol on the back of Aelin's neck goes back to just a steady flash again.
Tell me what's the big deal with this?
I point down to it.
He reaches forward and he pokes his finger into your forehead. Just enough to kind of break the skin so he can make blood contact with you.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear a voice in your head. He goes, "You're an idiot."
Hey, that's Gareth's job.
I know that.
Had one job.
And then you hear, "Are you trying to bring the enemy here? Are you that dumb?"
I was trying to keep you from hurting Aelin anymore.
I'm keeping the enemy from hurting Aelin anymore. Or what's left of her.
So you're saying that is on her because of... Wait. Carrick? Because it's a K?
He just pulls his finger off of your scalp, and then he just kind of
I'm going to
shakes his
point
head.
at Pooh. And then point at Rahu and be like, ask him if he knows about the conduit.
Rahu. Conduit. Her. Carrick.
Nothing about Carrick. Don't
At
know.
this point, he swirls up into a cloud and shoots up her nose. It's been 10 minutes.
Oh.
That was 10 minutes.
I've been watching the clock.
Oh, it's 10 actual minutes?
Well, I think I've figured something out.
Oh, well, it would be nice if you'd share it with the rest of us. What just went on?
Aelin, you're starting to come to now.
First, let's
Thank
make
you.
sure Aelin's okay.
Oh,
Aelin, are you quick? Someone get some coffee.
I'll get some coffee for her.
I will stop holding you up now.
appreciated.
Sorry about that, Aelin. I drew that symbol thing on your neck.
What? You put it on my neck?
I know, I drew it on the floor.
Is it gone now?
Yeah, as soon as that cloud went up her nose, the symbol disappeared.
Did the symbol, seem, even though I may not know what it is, do I recognize it in any way?
Feel free to make a history or arcana check.
Not bad. 15.
You don't know what it means exactly, but it did have some similarities to what you would expect a holy symbol to be like. And based off of your experience being a ranger, it did kind of strike you as also being very similar to a brand. She's been marked as something's possession.
Anyway, Aelin, we're getting you some coffee. But I think I'm getting a better understanding. Your nose demon is trying to help you.
That is what he told me.
I think without him being in there,
And I point to your nose.
I think that someone, and I'm not going to say who, but probably Carrick, has some sort of control over you.
I don't think it would be Carrick, because didn't Wilder say that he was in the space between spaces, not the abyss?
Yes, he did say that. But it isn't.
Do I know the name Carrick?
What now?
Can't
John.
hear you, John.
John, we can't hear you.
Sorry, I had my board on mute because I'm a big dumb stupid face.
No, you're not.
Feel free to make a history, arcana, or religion check.
Great.
Or
I think I have 0 in all of those.
acrobatics check.
No.
I wish.
Good. Plus 0 in all of them. I do not know who Carrick is.
Nope.
You're the one that Zeus wants.
How do you know that?
You know how I said he likes to monologue? He talks about things. He and whoever his lord is, they've been looking for the conduit. That's all I know.
Well, that's not good.
I think,
So,
and your nose demon is keeping you from being found. That's what he said.
What exactly
Clearly
is this
they
conduit?
found you, though.
He at least found out who I was to be able to find my parents.
And he has your parents. Oh, that's no good.
No, I feel like that might be an understatement, Pooh dear.
Oh, we've got to go get him now.
I think Aelin has to not go.
That might, whatever reason this person needs me, you might be right, Callum.
Ask your nose demon if they can find you with. Are you safe right now?
Is the mark still on the back of my neck? And I'll lift my hair up.
No.
Well, then I would assume I am safe.
What you need is a disguise.
What you need is to get moving because your idiot friend signaled that you were here.
Also true.
I think it's a good time to leave the city. For you.
Only
personally.
Callum. By the way, only Aelin heard that. So.
Oh, that was Rahu, not DM.
Yeah.
Right.
Gotcha.
Gareth, can I have that hat?
Perhaps we should leave the bakery. Rahu seems to think that you putting that in the floor has signaled them that we are here.
Does he have a recommendation on where we should go to not be found?
Elaine's going to cock her head to the side and listen.
Somewhere else?
He's not being helpful. Let's at least leave.
No, I have an idea.
Oh,
no. And you
no.
love my ideas.
We do love them.
I put on the hat, and I make myself look like Aelin.
A very tall Aelin.
No, well,
What if I disguise myself as Aelin? And then when he comes here for you, he doesn't get you, but we know where he is.
Great. We'll go. You stay.
Okay.
That I am not for that plan, Pooh dear, because I don't want to put you in danger.
Danger
I say,
is my middle name.
Well, that explains
stands
the
for.
D.
That's what the D stands for. I figured it out.
I thought it stood for Darien.
No, it actually stands for dairy.
Let's
All right,
let's
do we
quickly
just-
exit this building.
Right, do you just want to go back to the awning portal? That's kind of home
what
base.
about my plan? It would work.
It would, but then we would have to rescue you. And as we can prove with Callum, we are not always on time. So let's not do that.
Aelin, you hear a loud booming coming from outside down the street.
Only Aelin hears it?
Yeah, am I the only one that hears it?
Sure are.
We
Is it
need
the
to
direction
go.
that I've decided to walk.
We need to go now. Shall we go out the back door?
I already walked out the front where everyone else was.
But I think we should stay.
No, we do not need to stay. We need to go, and we need to go now.
I'm gonna follow Callum.
You need to go, but I think we're trying to find this guy. We've got to find your parents. He's coming right to us right now.
Yes, exactly. We need to go. We need
Aelin,
to make like bananas and split.
Aelin, are you guys outside right now?
We need to move.
I was going to try and walk out the back door and ignore the people who went out the front door.
Okay. Are you going to look in the direction you hear the noise coming from?
I assume, well, this is my assumption. I apologize. I assumed that it was on the front street.
It was in a roundabout way. It's still a distance off.
So then going to the back would be safer.
Right, but are you going to look in the direction that you heard the noise?
Probably.
Okay, you see something that's about 5 times the size of the buildings around you coming down the street. And if you look in the Skype chat, you will see a picture of what it looks like.
Oh, aren't you a lovely bunch of coconuts?
Dun, 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 dun.
For the listeners at home, it is a void of a humanoid figure that has long goat-like horns coming off of it and very long pointy fingers.
And we don't hear or see it, correct?
Yeah,
She's the one who sees it.
The only person who sees it or hears it is Aelin.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Right.
So who came out the back door with me?
I'm at the back of everyone, so I'm just sort of moving people out as everyone is filtering out.
I'm trying to
Oh.
stay in.
That's big.
I'm trying to encourage Pooh to go ahead and let's leave and not let him try to play the martyr here.
Convince me.
Pooh, we do not have the high ground. Even if we lure whatever it is here, this is still not beneficial to us to fight the battle.
Gentlemen, can one of you go out the front door and get our wayward friends who went that way, and then we need to move, preferably in that direction.
Why are you concerned about that
It's
direction?
within 300 yards now.
Wait, I've got an idea.
I'm walking down the street. I'm leaving.
I run out the front door.
We don't have a sense of urgency. Like, none of us do. Celeste is the only one who has the sense of urgency, right?
Yeah.
I also have a sense of urgency.
I run out the front door and I yell at Callum and Wilder.
Callum, Wilder. Aelin says to go that way.
And I point the way that she was saying is away from the thing. And I start running. I run off a little ways the other direction. And then I stop and I draw that symbol in the ground.
Oh no.
You drew the symbol in the ground?
Yeah. And then I run a little bit further.
Aelin?
I go catatonic.
Yep.
Oh,
Who's
no.
who's with Aelin again?
No one.
So as I follow Pooh, I slide my foot over the symbol to kick the dirt out because I'm assuming I can see Aelin fall down in front of me.
We're on opposite
No,
sides of the
she's on
building.
the opposite side.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Well,
If I head the direction that Pooh said, will it bring me towards the back of the building?
Yes.
Where did Pooh say he was going?
Whatever way Aelin said.
I ran the opposite direction of what Aelin said to go.
If I head the direction that he had pointed, that Aelin said she was going to go, will it bring me towards her?
Probably.
Yeah.
Great. I'm going that way.
okay.
Okay, you come across Aelin catatonic on the ground, like you just recently seen.
Right.
I can't.
Did I take damage when I fell?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Gotta be 10 feet at least.
So I'm gonna scoop down and grab Aelin and go, we need to run.
Yeah, come this way, and I'm gonna take off.
Yep.
I run a little bit further and draw the symbol again. Wait a few seconds, and then I get rid of it.
Orbog is slowly following Pooh and getting his axe ready.
Oh no. He's gonna murder Pooh on the street.
Here we go. Here we
He
go.
was the
Roll
other
initiative.
person who sold y'all out, so you know.
Well, the only person who can actually see what's going on isn't conscious at the moment.
Mm-mm.
So, basically, what you guys do see is the roof of the bakery turns to ash and falls in on itself.
No.
Oh, not the gumdrop buttons.
And then there's a loud bang, and the front wall of the entire building explodes out into the street.
Are we caught in the debris of it, or are we far enough away?
You're out the back, so
Y'all went out the back. The people who went out the front, y'all probably are far enough away to the point where you wouldn't be hit with the debris.
yeah, I'm running away from the bakery, kind of off towards, I guess, the less like the wooded area, woods outside of the area.
What if someone's still inside the bakery? I didn't say whether I went out the front or the back. I would imagine that Gareth's a little
Uh-oh.
not knowing exactly which way he should go.
Time to reroll a character.
I need to know where you were at in the bakery, Gareth. This might be bad juju.
I would
Or just
imagine
pick what direction you went.
I would have been nearer to the back door because
Okay.
I wanted to be the rear guard, and then everyone started scooting out the front door, and I'd be like, but the back door is here. And then all of a sudden things start turning to ash.
Yeah.
What happens in the bakery stays in the bakery.
Well,
Clearly.
I am trying to determine whether or not Gareth is still alive right now.
Roll for it.
Gareth, I need you to make a dexterity save, please.
Acrobatics. Make him.
Actually, yeah, this would be an appropriate time where acrobatics would make sense.
Yes.
How about athletics?
No, acrobatics.
See, it's athletics that I have a 7 in. Acrobatics I have a 0.
Oh no. But
One could
I'll
athletically leave.
decide acrobatics
Yeah.
or athletics.
I gave you your shot, Steve.
But
Wrong
athletics
character.
is what I have a 7 in. I don't.
Yeah, he said you can do that.
So it's a 15 on athletics.
Okay.
You're dead.
It's been nice playing with you guys. I'll listen to the podcast faithfully from now on. Remember me.
You should become a Patreon member.
So
Okay, we can always bring you back. We've done it before.
Not Gareth. No.
So here's what happens. As the roof starts caving in, Gareth, you see a giant black hand reaching in, like it's searching for something, as you're being coated with ash. And it reaches down and it grabs in your direction. You jump out the back door, and its finger glances your leg.
I like that leg.
The moment that it touches your leg feels like an eternity because it feels like you're dying.
I know that feeling.
All right.
But as you jumped out and it only glanced your leg, you managed to tumble out the back door, and you are able to drag yourself away from the building as the hand rips out towards the front street and tears off the front portion of the building. You try to stand up. Tell me, which leg was the one that it made contact with?
Probably my right.
You cannot. Your right leg is non-responsive.
Oh, that's not good.
So you are able to drag yourself away from the house.
Do we
But-
see him come out?
Yeah, you guys see him come out, and he is dragging himself on 3 limbs because he can't seem to stand up on his right leg.
I will go help him stand.
Okay.
And I will cast some good spells this game. I'll cast Lesser Restoration.
What does that do?
I touch a creature and can end either one disease or one condition affecting it. And the condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. And then I see if getting rid of poison or paralyzed would.
You try to cast a spell, and it doesn't have a response.
All right, well, we're gonna 3-leg it. Let's go.
All right. I do my best to use Callum as a crutch.
I'm assuming this is all very chaotic, so I'm yelling back, grab him, come on, we gotta move.
I'm moving. I will try to keep up as much as I can, dragging him with.
I'll assist Callum to
Great.
help stabilize him.
Is
Let's
Callum
go
smaller
somewhere.
than Pan?
How big is Pan?
He's a bugbear.
Pan's a bugbear.
Oh. Hey, what's up? Do I know you from before?
You don't. He was a member of the rival tribe.
Oh, okay. Never mind. What's up?
All right, so
I'm-
so you're
I
a
am
bugbear
small.
too.
No, but I
you're
lived
not?
with the bugbears.
Oh, sweet.
In
So,
spirit.
Cool.
Bugbear
I'm
inside.
gonna
Not that
hand
you know it by how I've been treated, but it's fine.
I'm gonna hand you Aelin and go carry her, and I'm gonna grab up.
Great.
What's his name?
Gareth?
Gareth.
Gareth.
That guy, Tin Man.
I grab Gareth because I'm a little bigger. I was like, let's run.
Okay, I'm going to take the front then, since now I'm not dragging Dragonborn.
All right.
And I'm gonna go where I don't think anyone would think to look for us.
Which is?
The graveyard?
The house of Mary Dusang.
Oh.
Oh, you make me so happy.
Oh boy.
You're welcome.
All right. So you
With a few
race
places
off-
in Waterdeep that I know, so.
You race off in that direction. Pooh and Orbog, what are you guys doing?
Orbog, are you ready to fight something?
I'm thinking.
Are you ready to fight something, Orbog?
How do we fight something we can't see?
Well, hit it really hard, I guess. Yes or no?
Oh, yes. I'll let you go first.
All right.
I take out a knife and I carve the symbol into myself.
And you do what?
I carve the symbol into myself.
Oh my
no.
gosh.
Are you dumb or are you high?
I am Pooh.
He
I am
really
chaos
carved
incarnate.
into himself.
People
All right.
like poo. Really?
Oh, bye,
Is this what's
Pooh.
Just how it ends?
The season is dedicated to Pooh.
Okay. Who you carve a that symbol into yourself,
Circle
Mhm.
K.
and then all of a sudden you feel something grab around you, and you feel the life begin to suck out of you as you raise up, like you're being held in front of a face that you can't see, and you start turning around like it's observing you.
I say,
Get it, Orbog.
And then all of a sudden you get it. I mean, you can't see this happening, but you Josiah knows what's looking at you. It basically just throws you into the ground like you're not the one that's looking for.
We're going to call you Spike from now on.
So
You're
you
in
take
end
23 points of fall damage.
I use my reaction, slow fall, so I don't take any of that.
Okay. And as you land on the ground, you feel this large appendage come slamming down on top of you.
Yeah.
And then asteroids come.
Orbog, hit it.
I
Just
wanted.
swing.
For which you take 43 points of damage.
Still kicking.
So is he.
I'm not dead yet.
Orbog,
Yeah.
you said you wanted to try something?
I was gonna, when he was saying that, since I don't really, like, I was gonna try to throw a javelin, like.
You have an axe.
I know I have an axe, but I don't. But I'm still trying to get my bearings of where this thing actually is.
Well, wait a second, because I need to go grab my book that this thing's in, because I wasn't expecting to have a fight with it. So give me a second.
No, it's fine. Just swing it. It's fine.
Did you expect us to have tea with it?
No, I expected you to run.
Well, yes.
Because
I
I
am
asked,
running.
literally, I asked Eric, I said, if I throw this thing at them, would that be bad? He goes, yeah. So,
Yeah.
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 If I throw this at just 2 of the party and not the whole party, would it be worse? Question
Depends
mark?
on which two.
but give me a second. I have to go grab a book because this is apparently happening.
Yep.
If anybody at home has Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes, you can find this creature on page 216. Just throwing that out there.
Oh, I love that it came from, of all the books, that one. Oh boy.
How come there's not a Tomb of Friends? A Tome of Friends.
All right.
We can do that.
All right, Gareth, go ahead and throw your javelin.
Okay.
All right, Gareth, go ahead.
Go ahead, Gareth.
Here you go, Gareth. Do
I'm
it,
sorry,
Gareth.
Orbog. You guys shut up.
I mean, how can I miss him?
Well, because you can't see it, first of all. So, yeah, you throw your javelin, and it just sails through the air and lands in the street. Pooh, what are you doing now?
Am I on the ground?
You're on the ground, and you just got stomped really hard by something you can't see.
And a javelin just hit you.
Let's see. I will use patient defense. So
Okay.
I'll spend a key point and take the dodge action as a bonus action on my next turn.
I'm assuming you're going to stand up and make yourself not prone, right?
Yes, I will.
Okay. You're not going to run? You're going to sit here and try to fight it?
Let's see.
Knowing that you feel like you're about to fall over.
And then I will, let's see. I will use my action, wholeness of body, No, I can't use that right now. Let's see. Once from rest as an action. Yeah, I can use that. That will give me 21 HP back, and then I will start running.
Okay.
And I can go. Let's see, 45, but I've got up. So
Ran so far away.
I'll get about 45 feet-ish away. Yeah, as far as I can get, I guess.
Okay. And Pooh,
Yep.
I would like you to please make I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Pooh is very wise, as we have learned.
I feel like this is kind of like a Scooby-Doo scene.
That's a 20.
Okay. As you're running down the street, you suddenly feel just death all over you, crawling all over your skin. You take 22 points of necrotic damage. You are frightened, and you have also become paralyzed.
So I just stop mid-run, I suppose.
Suppose.
Okay, Orbog.
Yeah.
It is your turn. Like you saw all this happen. Pooh started running down the street, and all of a sudden he just kind of winced over and fell.
Yeah, I'm gonna go towards Pooh to see if he's to check on him, because I don't know if the thing is even still there or if Pooh's alive, or like so I think he would probably do that. He's wanting to fight, but seeing that and knowing that he's gotten slammed pretty hard, he'll go to check on him.
Okay, you go over to check on Pooh. Go ahead and make a medicine check, please. Yeah, you check on Pooh, and he's still alive, but you can tell he can't move. But he's like still breathing. His eyes are wide open, like in sheer terror.
Then I'll just I'm gonna turn and kind of like stand, kind of like to protect him with my axe at the ready, facing whatever direction he had come from.
Okay, and that's your turn.
Yeah.
You don't want to rage or anything?
I don't. I mean, just kick the crap out of you. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I will if I have to.
I guess I'll rage. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, if I get hit, I'm going to rage if I survive the hit.
Gareth, I need you to make a dexterity save, please.
See.
Not Gareth, sorry. Orbog.
Yeah.
Freaking paladins.
Nope.
He's not a paladin anymore.
I know, but you were, and I have that association.
I can roll on athletics if it helps out.
Yeah.
Didn't help you out.
Did you say acrobatics?
Didn't die, did I?
Dexterity save.
Did I? Am I dead?
Okay. You feel.
Do you feel?
You feel something grow up underneath of you, like, and suddenly you're straddling like a mount, and you see a purloined horn coming off the head of this mount. And you hear a voice say, "All right, homie, let's do this right here. Take this gun out." And you see a bright light shine off of its horn, and it illuminates this large black creature in front of you.
Okay. Well, I'm not a fan of the keeper. But
this is his brother, the trapper. Trapper keeper.
But yeah, I'll rage and attack.
All right, so the keeper,
if he'll go towards it.
The keeper starts running, and as he's running, he's elevating up towards the head of this thing as it's starting to swing at you. Go ahead and roll an attack with whatever you want to roll an attack with.
Oh, my axe.
All right, that is going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage. So you just click on in the chat where it says the gutter.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, chat. And
okay, so you rolled 16 points of damage, and it shrieks out.
I was going to say I was raging too. I didn't know if I needed to.
You got to call it.
I did call it.
He did.
He did? I didn't hear it, but
Yeah, I said I was raging when we were riding towards it. Yeah.
Okay, then I didn't hear that. Sorry. Go ahead and add whatever you need for your raging. So 18 points.
Yep.
All right.
It falls down dead.
Yep.
And the keeper looks at you and he goes, "Hang on tight. This is gonna be rough."
What with you isn't?
Are you gonna hang on?
Yeah, to his horn or what?
Whatever.
Well, he doesn't have anything else to grab, so I guess I'll grab that.
He's got a mane, dude.
I grab the mane then.
All right. He flies towards this thing and he jams his horn into like just above the sternum on this thing and just drags this horn all the way down the chest of this thing and rips it open. And this light bursts out from inside of it as you hear this unholy shriek, and then it vaporizes into little light particles. He goes, "That ought about do it." And then he goes, "All right, drop you off." He takes you back down, sets you off next to Pooh, and then disappears. And on that note, because I did make a special promise to Kate, because she is so kind to do this before she switched back to day shifts, we are going to call it for the evening. And we'll pick up from next week, but I wanted to finish that because that went a place I wasn't expecting it to go. What with Pooh branding himself.
Well done, John. Well done.
My current HP is 1.
Oh, for real?
Yes. That's what we like to see.
Nice. My current leg count is 1.
Did I have you clenching there a little bit, Josiah?
For a second there, but the good thing I have slow fall and wholeness of body. Otherwise, I would have been dead.
So, all right. So, for all you out there in listener land, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I had no idea where it was going to go. So, please check us out on.
And also visit our websites.
Well, you guys are throwing me off my train of thoughts.
Click subscribe.
Yes, subscribe, review, rate wherever you hear our podcast. Check us out in Patreon if you should so feel inclined. We probably have that up and going by this point of time.
And don't sell your friends into slavery.
Yeah, that's probably a bad idea. And yeah, go like other things that we do as well. And check out the Sage's Portal. Help Eric out. He has really slick dice. Some of us have already bought dice from him already. So, anything anybody else has to say?
Welcome back, Squid.
Hey,
Yes.
Yeah.
For those of you out there who didn't quite catch it from my weird intro, Squid is back permanently. So that's a thing.
Until I die again.
Yeah.
Yes. So fingers crossed.
I'll take the heat for a while.
Maybe someday we'll resolve that.
At least we have a grave we can use.
Anyway, until next time, love, peace, and
frosty.
chicken freaks.
Orbog or go home.
There's the title.
You have been listening to the Playing Games with Strangers podcast, featuring the voices of John Harju, Celeste Mora, Dave Clements, Josiah Crandall, J.S. Earls, Catherine Cherwinski, and Steve MacDonald. The theme music was written and performed by Steve Arthur, used with permission. Find more of his music on Facebook or wherever you purchase music digitally. Please review this podcast wherever you download it from to help other podcasters find our podcast and join our community. And once again, thank you for listening.